Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Wayback Movies, your source for everything movie related. Today's video is going to be another movie haul. But before I get into that, I just wanted to thank everybody that has already subscribed to the channel. The channel's about a couple months old. I think I started like October, something like that, and just passed my first milestone, which is the first 100 subscribers. So for everyone that's already subscribed, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. For anybody who has not yet subscribed, think about hitting that subscribe button and the like button, and don't forget the bell notification, all the prerequisite necessary stuff. I try to put out videos at least 2 to 3 times a week on everything movie related. Now, since the channel's kind of new, I'm still kind of trying to figure out, what videos work best and what people kind of want to see. So if there's certain types of videos that you guys like to see over others, drop me a line in the comments. I'll try to get some of that out a little bit more. It seems like most people, at least the videos that kind of get a little bit more popular, are the ones where I go over the movies I've gotten recently, or that my collection videos, that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is, like last month, I did an entire collection, everything I got in December of 2020. Now we're about halfway through January. I've already gotten a good amount of movies in so far this year in the first couple weeks. So what I decided to do is just go ahead and do a movie haul video already, or yeah, movie haul video already, and show you everything I got now, because I've got, like I said, I got a good number here, maybe like I think I say about 20 or so. And then I've got a good amount of movies that are either already been ordered, that are on the way, or that I'm thinking about ordering that would be here by the end of the month. So there'll probably be another video like this at the end of January as well. So break it down into a little bit. That way I'm not doing one huge long video of everything I've gotten recently. So this is kind of a combination of stuff. I picked some of these up at Walmart. I got some, of course, through Amazon. That's usually how I get most of my stuff, just thumbing through Amazon and ordering way too much stuff. And then some of it, I went to the local Dollar General recently, and picked up some stuff. I went to Dollar Tree too, but I didn't really find anything. So most of this is all going to be, like I said, there's a couple Walmarts, some Amazon, and then Dollar General stuff. So first, these first couple are going to be from like what I got at Walmart. I finally bought the bullet here and picked up Tenet on 4K. I've been kind of waiting for this to go down in price a little bit. It went down slightly, because this was about 30 bucks. I think it went down to like 27. And I decided just to go ahead and get it, because I really wanted the slipcover, and this slipcover was in like really, really good condition. I know, sometimes you can get these slipcovers, especially when it's all black at the top, you get like it's been sitting on the shelf, so it can get messed up a little bit, but this was in like super, really nice condition, same with the spine and everything. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I haven't seen this yet. I've heard it's one of those movies you kind of watch like a couple different times, to just kind of get what it's really about. So I'd be interested to check it out and see if it's any good. I've heard some good things. Some people didn't like it. I've heard some weird stories about the audio on this, how it can get like ridiculously loud in certain places, which should be fun for my neighbors, because I live in an apartment building. So we'll see if I can't piss them off a little bit by watching that movie. And also, while I was at Walmart, I'd heard good things about this one too, but hadn't picked it up. And then finally I'd said, what the hell? That's Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. This is the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack with digital code also. There is no 4K. I'm not too sure about serious Adam Sandler. I don't. I only kind of like half of goofy, funny Adam Sandler movies, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna like the serious Adam Sandler. I know a lot of comedians like to do those serious roles, like the Robin Williams and Jim Carrey, like to kind of branch out into serious stuff. So um, I'm gonna check this out. Like I said, I've heard some good things about this. It wasn't ridiculously expensive. I think it was like 12 bucks at Walmart. I think it's streaming on one of the platforms. I can't remember which one, maybe Netflix. But I went ahead and picked it up, and I'll check that out and see if it's good as I have heard. Oh, Kevin Garnett is in this. Interesting. Okay. And the last thing I got at Walmart's was the Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This is the 25th anniversary Blu-ray. I haven't seen this movie in forever. It's probably from about when it came out, which was like what, early 90s, I think. Um, I had seen a previous version of this. I think it was on Amazon, but it was cheap. It was like $5, but it was just strictly the movie. It wasn't, there was no special features on it whatsoever. This is actually this says it's a 2-disc combo pack, so you get yeah, 2 discs. The second disc is what's got, well, the second disc is the DVD and then some bonus stuff, but then you get the Blu-ray. So this is a Blu-ray and DVD combo. But there looks like there's a pretty good amount of different special features on the Blu-ray disc. I'm not going to go over every single one of them because I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long. But this was, I want to say like 10 or 12 bucks on Walmart, at Walmart, not on Walmart. So I went ahead and picked it up. It's one I've been waiting to pick up. I was hoping maybe they would come out with one that either had more special features or even a 4K version of it. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. I did pick up some steelbooks as well. The first one was one of the Dollar General ones. It was Journey to the Center of the Earth. I think I saw this one time when it first came out. It's not my favorite movie ever. It was just kind of okay. I think Brendan Fraser, I think this is kind of one of the last big movies he was in before he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. I haven't really seen him in much lately. But it was an okay movie, I would say. And then the second one, of course, has The Rock in it because it seems like The Rock has to be in every sequel to everything. But this was an okay one. And obviously, as you can see, it was only $4.95. So $5 for a steelbook. You can't beat that. So I went ahead and picked it up. Probably check that out. Probably not anytime soon, but in the future. The next one is the 35th anniversary limited edition of The Breakfast Club. Now, I already own 2 Breakfast Clubs, but apparently that wasn't enough. I had to pick up a third. So this is the Steelbook edition, and it's kind of a cool looking Steelbook. It's like a locker. Then you got your special features and everything is on the back there. This, I have the Criterion one, which has a ton of special features, and it's got like, I want to say like 40 to 50 minutes of like deleted and extended scenes, which is like, I mean, the whole movie's only like an hour and a half, so it like almost adds like 50% more to the movie. So I had that one, and then I had just like a straight Blu-ray one, and when I looked at the special features on this to the Blu-ray, they're identical. It's basically the same thing as the regular Blu-ray. It's just in the Steelbook, so I'll probably sell the regular Blu-ray run and then just keep the Steelbook and then the Criterion one. But this is a movie I love. I've seen this movie so many times. I could just quote almost the entire movie. I actually went on a cruise recently, and they had a trivia game, and one of the questions was, it was movie quotes, and one of them was, screws fall out all the time. The world is an imperfect place. And I kicked myself the rest of the cruise because I could not remember which movie that was from. It's obviously from the beginning of this one. But I've seen this, like I said, I've seen this like a million times. So it's not one of those movies that I mind having 2 different copies of, especially when the Criterion has so many extra features. Plus this one I think has features that aren't on the Criterion one. So that kind of works out well. But I'll definitely be selling the other one. And I think this, oh, that's right, I got this at Target. So this was like $10 at Target. So definitely a good price for that one. This also is one I got at Target. Another Steelbook, and that is Dances with Wolves. This is another movie I don't even know if I've seen the entirety of Dances with Wolves. It's like 3 hours long, I think. I can't remember exactly how long, but it is a length. There it is, 2 hours, or 2 hours, 234 minutes on the extent. There's a theatrical version that's 181 minutes, and then if that wasn't long enough, if now that's 3 hours wasn't long enough, there's an extended 234-minute version in case you want to see this ridiculously long. I mean, that's 4 hours right there. Yeah, that's basically, almost 4 hours. So if you want to see the 4-hour edition of Dances with Wolves, then this is the one to get. I don't know if I could sit through 4 hours of any movie, to be honest. I mean, if they had Star Wars 4 hours, I think that might be pushing it for me. But it's here. So, and this was another one. It was $10 at Best Buy, or not Best Buy, at Target. And this is a limited edition. There's 2,000 that were manufactured for this guy. So I have one of the 10,000. It doesn't look like it's numbered though, so it's not like a special edition really or anything. So that's cool. Add it to my steelbook collection. And then, like I said, I don't think I've even seen the whole movie straight through. Whether I sit through 4 hours of Dances with Wolves, I don't know about that one either. Okay, the next group here is going to be movies that I picked up at Dollar General. Obviously, I got that Journey to the Center of the Earth was at Dollar General too, but these are the non-steelbook editions. This one is a double feature. This is like, I guess, the Zach Galifianakis one. You get The Campaign and Due Date. I have seen The Campaign. I never did see Due Date. Campaign was pretty funny. It's Will Ferrell and obviously Zach Galifianakis. Will Ferrell movies are kind of weird. Some of them are real hit and miss for me. Like some of them are really, really funny, like Anchorman, or even Old School, which he wasn't really technically the star of. But some of his movies can be just hilarious, and some of them can, be, not really that good at all. I think it was, what did he do? Like a Bewitched, I think, remake. Totally not a fan of that. And then Due Date is Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. I have not seen that one, so that's the main reason I picked it up. And I mean, it's $5, so each of the movies is $2.50, so you can't really beat that. The special features are pretty much nil. The Campaign special feature, it has special feature, like singular. It's not plural. The Campaign special feature is deleted scenes, and then Due Date special feature is a gag reel. So nothing major on the special features, but for $2.50 a movie, I mean, hey, what do you expect on that? So probably gonna check out Due Date first, because like I said, I haven't seen it. I didn't hear really much about it, so I can't imagine it was probably too well reviewed. I mean, if y'all have seen it, post in the comments, let me know if it's any good. I'll probably check that out first, and then maybe watch The Campaign again. Even that one wasn't like I said, it wasn't the best. It was okay, but the next one is Vince Vaughn. This movie I've seen it once. I think I saw it in theaters, and that was about it. It was okay. And that is Delivery Man. This is the one where he finds out he 533 children, because he donated at a sperm bank, and then they went crazy on it. So he now has a cult of children that he basically fathered. This one, like I said, it was okay. It was pretty good. I don't remember it exactly, so that's why I picked it up. Plus, I have an obsessive compulsive habit to buy a whole bunch of Blu-rays, so that's also why I picked it up. But it's a pretty good Vince Vaughn movie. I don't know if there's really anybody else big in this. Well, actually, oh yeah, Chris Pratt. I guess he would be a big star. He's in that one. It's got Kobe Smolder. She was in the Marvel movies, and then How I Met Your Mother. She was in that. So yeah, got some pretty good actors in this one. Like I said, it's one that I saw. I'm pretty sure I saw it in theaters, but I don't remember exactly. And it's one of those movies you see it, and then you've seen it, but you're very vague on what was actually going on in the movie. So I could basically watch it again, and it'll be like watching it for the first time. And once again, $5, can't beat that. All right, the next one I picked up from Dollar General, I have never seen, but it looked cool, and that is the 33. Discover the Miraculous True Story. This one, I think, is based on this is the Chilean miners that were trapped. This movie is basically, I guess, a true story, or based on a true story, about the miners being trapped and what went on in there. So it's got, I think it had Antonio Banderas. Yeah, Antonio Banderas is in this one. James Brolin, Josh Brolin's father, was in that. That looks like everybody that I know. Oh, Gabriel Byrne is also in this one. I remember him. So yeah, like I said, it's nothing that I've ever seen before, but I mean that I remember that story. I remember when those miners were trapped. So it looked like it'd be interesting, and I don't know too much about it. And I do like watching movies that are based on a true story, at least somewhat. This doesn't say based on it. It just says discover the miraculous true story. Usually they put based on so they can add some extra little dramatic things that didn't actually happen. So I guess this means it's pretty true to the actual story. So definitely wanted to check this out. Only $4. Another one, hard to beat on that. Also at Dollar General is the famous Chevy Chase National Lampoon's Vacation. This is the 30th anniversary edition. For an anniversary edition, it doesn't look like it has too many special features on there, just a commentary and intro, and one featurette and the trailer. So I guess the 30th anniversary was not so special after all. But I mean, it's, you know, the National Lampoon, these vacation movies, this Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, they're usually pretty good. Chevy Chase is in it, obviously. Randy Quaid is always really funny in that one. He's in this as well. A special appearance by John Candy. This is one I haven't seen in forever as well. I probably couldn't tell you too much about it offhand. So it's one that I picked up just kind of because I know it's a good movie, but I don't remember it. So it always, you know, it's always cool to almost like seeing it for the first time again. And as usual, $5. $5 gets me every time. All right, and one thing that gets me more than $5 every time is $3.95 every time, and that is Horrible Bosses. I don't think I've seen all of this. This is one of those ones that I've seen on TV, you know, and it's almost like Shawshank Redemption for me. I had seen Shawshank Redemption like 300 times, but had never seen the first like 10 to 15 minutes of it because I always caught it like right after that whenever it was on TV, and I had seen the other portion of the movie other than that first 15 like a million times, and then finally had to go back and watch the first 15. I don't know, it's just weird. And this is one of those ones I think I've just kind of flipped on. I'm like, oh, Horrible Bosses, and it's funny, and then I never actually bothered to watch the whole thing. So I picked it up. This is a Blu-ray. It feels pretty hefty. I think this might be a multiple disc one there. Doesn't, I mean, there's a couple special features on there. It doesn't really say that it's 2-disc. But whenever I saw it, it seemed pretty funny. And it was only $3.95. So obviously, I mean, shoot, $3.95. The worst case, if I'm like, oh wait, this is crap, it was $3.95. So cannot beat that. Oh, this is the totally inappropriate edition. So I don't know how that differs from the regular edition. Maybe there's some extra jokes that they cut out. Oh, here we go. Theatrical and extended cut versions on Blu-ray disc. And then, there's a DVD copy as well. Theatrical version only on the DVD. All right, so it looks like, yeah, at least 2-disc. Yeah, 2-disc. Not bad. $3.95. Next up, man, this video is going longer than I thought it was going to, is I got both of these off of Amazon because I have like the whole, the Marvel Cinematic Universe ones, but, you know, there's some that's kind of part of that, but kind of not, that I didn't have. And the first one, this is the Digibook, the 4K 3-movie collection of Spider-Man. This is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So it's got Spider-Man and then part 2 and part 3 on there. This is the Digibook though. It's the so it's like the 4K and the Blu-rays. It was cool. I mean, I really love. I'm not the biggest fan of Digibooks because I hate you get the discs that you got to pull out, and I mean, look at how much room they give you to. That's like a minuscule amount. I almost wish there was like a circle in here so you could kind of slide the disc out a little bit, so you're not kind of doing this action. But I'm never the biggest fan of these because, I mean, I guess it depends on how many times you watch the movie. You keep pulling that in and out, you're bound to scratch the disc. I prefer the ones that just kind of clip in there. But, I mean, this is a really cool looking Digibook, and you get all 3 movies. So I went ahead and picked that up. This one was $50. But you get 3 movies in 4K. So, I mean, overall, it's not that outrageous for it. So I picked that up. That was pretty cool because I have, like I said, the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I did not have these Spider-Mans, nor did I have these Spider-Mans, which is the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, which is the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, as you can see, is obviously the same kind of case there, so that was cool. Kind of a set. That's why I wanted to get them together. This one was 20 bucks. And once again, I didn't have either of these, so now I have all the Marvels, all these Spider-Mans. I'm sure there's some other stuff that I'm missing off of that, but at least I'm working on it. So yeah, pick those up. I mean, they're cool. I haven't seen the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans in a while, so I probably have to revisit those. The Andrew Garfield, the Amazing Spider-Man, I've seen more recently. So all good movies, all worth the pickup. This is one I picked up off of Amazon because I saw it on Blu-ray.com on sale for 10 bucks. And that is Baywatch, the movie, not the TV series, with The Rock in it and Zac Efron. I haven't seen this whole movie. I think I saw the very beginning of it and then fell asleep. Not because the movie was really, really crappy, but just because I was really tired on TV. So I haven't actually seen the whole thing, but it looks like it's kind of, I mean, it's Baywatch. I wasn't a big Baywatch fan. I didn't really watch the show much, the TV show. So it's not like I got this because I just love Baywatch. It seemed like it was more like a funnier version, kind of a goofy type comedy edition of it. So it looked pretty good. I figured I'd check it out. 10 bucks, 4K. Can't really go wrong there. So added that one to the collection. This movie I just got in today on Blu-ray, and that is Wesley Snipes and Passenger 57. I really like this movie. It's been a minute since I've seen this one. Every time I think of Passenger 57, I always think of Always Bet on Black. There's some lines in movies. It's kind of cheesy and goofy line, but man, I love that line. And this is back when you could pre 9/11, so terrorists could still hijack planes. They pretty much don't do that anymore for obvious reasons. But this is a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, totally check it out. It's obviously Wesley Snipes on a plane gets hijacked, badassery ensues. Really good movie. You get that cool Always Bet on Black line. So this is really cool. This is a really cool movie. I'd been looking to pick this up for a while, and it was a pretty good price. I don't remember how much exactly, but pretty good price on Amazon. Pick that guy up. These next three are part of the Mill Creek releases that actually just came out. The first one is Like Father, Like Son. This has got Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron. I don't know if I remember hearing of this, but I'm pretty sure I've never seen it. If you haven't seen it or heard of it, it's basically like a Freaky Friday. You've got Dudley Moore, Kirk Cameron. They switch. He's Dudley Moore is the father, Kirk Cameron the son, obviously, and they do the switch bodies. So son is in the dad, dad's in the son, and then hijinks ensues. I really like these Mill Creek, like these old school like VHS cases, and then you got like the video coming out for the slipcover there. It even has like the same thing on the side there, and then if you look, you got it's the VHS tape coming out. Like I said, I don't think I've seen this one, but I always think those movies are kind of cool. This is back when Kirk Cameron was still doing stuff on TV that was still Hollywood related, I should say. And I haven't seen a Dudley Moore movie in forever, so I picked this up. It came out last Tuesday. From when I'm recording this video, it was 10 bucks. Or no, it was actually 8 bucks, I think, like 8 or 9 bucks. So Like Father, Like Son. Also from Mill Creek, same thing with the VHS looking thing, and that is The Freshman with Marlon Brando and Matthew Broderick. This is another movie totally haven't seen. I had to go on YouTube and find like the trailer because I couldn't remember what this was actually about. So it looked pretty good. I'm not too sure. This one could kind of go either way for me. It's another one, like I said, I haven't seen it before. It's got the cool VHS thing on there, but I mean, I like Matthew Broderick, and then I mean Marlon Brando. Come on, can't go wrong with that. So another one I'm going to check out. These were all the same price. They were like 8 or 9 bucks. And the last Mill Creek one I got is Crossroads. Not the Britney Spears one. I think it was a Britney Spears Crossroads. Definitely not that one. This is Ralph Macchio. I think from what I heard, it was shortly after The Karate Kid. So he had been in The Karate Kid and then he made this one. Now, I'm a huge fan of 80s movies. I grew up in the 80s. seen just, and some of them, some 80s movies I've seen like a million times over. So many 80s movies. Love 80s movies, as I mentioned with Breakfast Club earlier. When I saw this was available, I had never even heard of this movie. Ralph Macchio, and then it's about a blues singer. I had zero idea what this movie was about. I feel almost ashamed that as being an 80s movie lover that I mean, I don't know why, but this movie just escaped me my entire childhood of the 80s and even into adult life. So I have never seen this one before. Unsure if it's going to be any good. But I figured, hey, why not? Once again, it's $8 or $9 for the Blu-ray here. Um, Roger Ebert up here seems to think it's good. He says it's a cheerful cross between a slice of life and a supernatural fable. All right. So we'll see if Roger Ebert knows his stuff, and I'll check this out later on, see if that one is any good. The last two are going to be TV series that I got. Actually, I just realized I forgot to, I don't know if it's behind me or not. Is it behind me? It is behind me. I forgot one, so we'll do that one first. These are the first pickups I had gotten of any TV series on 4K. Most of if I have TV series, I don't have a ton. Most of them are on DVD, and then I have some on Blu-ray, but I hadn't had any on 4K recently. So I just recently picked up two. One of them, I haven't seen any of these episodes, and that is Castle Rock. This is the first season. If you never heard of Castle Rock, it's, like I said, I haven't seen these before, but I think it's kind of similar to American Horror Story, where like each season is a completely different thing, really, from the others. There's some other TV shows like that, but this is from Stephen King and J.J. Abrams, and this one is based. It takes place in Shawshank Prison from the movie Shawshank Redemption. It doesn't really, I don't think it delves into that like the movie Shawshank Redemption. The similarity is that it's in that same prison. So this one is one that I've been waiting to check out. I think season 2 goes into Annie Wilkes, I think was the character's name, who was from Misery, the character that Kathy Bates plays in Misery. So her character goes into that. It's different Stephen King characters or Stephen King settings for this series. So this one is the first season I picked up. I'm gonna check this out, see if it's any good. But it's something I've been wanting to look at for a while. Looks interesting, kind of weird, but pretty interesting also. So I was gonna check that out and see if it's any good. Hopefully. The other 4K I got. This one I have seen the first, I want to say about 4 or 5 episodes of it. I actually checked it out from my library because my library has a pretty hefty DVD collection there. But I haven't seen all of them, and I definitely haven't seen it in 4K, and that is season 1 of Westworld. Now this comes in this little tin thing here. So it's got a regular like case, like you can see here. It's got the regular, 4K disc case. Then it has a couple extra little special things in there. It's like comes with a employee handbook as if you were a new employee to the company and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to check out all the rest of this season. So far, the first 4 to 5 episodes, I can't remember exactly how many I've seen, but they were really good. So I wanted to get this. So I figured why not get it in 4K. I'm a little nervous about, like, I've already got a ding here because this is just a tin. Like, it's just a tin and it's already got a ding in it. Now, like for my steelbooks, I get those like steelbook protectors, the not the plastic case, because I can't stand those like just bag looking things. I see some of them, people have those like just the plastic bags almost over their movies. That I don't know, I just can't do that to mine and leave it on the shelf. So I get like the kind of like the hard covery cases for the steelbook so they don't scratch. But obviously this is a thick one. Obviously none of the ones I have this isn't the normal size steelbook. So I'm a little worried about scratching it, but I guess I'll just have to be extra careful on that one. But definitely want to check this out. It was a little pricey because it was the 4K edition, but I said, what the heck, trying to add a little bit more to my TV series collection than I currently have, which leads me into the final one I've picked up in the past couple weeks, and that is a Blu-ray copy of Stargate Atlantis. This is the complete series. All 5 seasons coming out. I haven't even opened it yet. And then it also says it comes with 50 hours of special features, including extended episodes and some behind the scenes stuff and all that cool stuff. I'm a big Stargate fan. Actually, I remember because Stargate SG-1 obviously was before this. This is kind of like a spinoff. I used to watch them after like one season late because I don't know if you're old enough to remember when Stargate came out. It actually came out on I think it was Showtime. So they would have a season of Stargate SG-1, like the first season would be on Showtime. Then they would go into the second season, and then the first season would then play on Fox. So that I didn't have Showtime, so I just watched them off Fox. So it'd always be a season behind, and this is before everybody and their mother could just buy TV series on DVDs at the time or Blu-rays now. So I used to always be a season behind, but I loved Stargate the movie. I have that one, and then I've actually got SG-1. The whole series is coming. It just hasn't got here yet. I actually ordered it before this one. This one just came quicker. But I always love that Stargate SG-1. That's like 10 seasons, and then this is 5 seasons. I was a little disappointed it only lasted 5 seasons, especially kind of ended a little bit on a cliffhanger. Not a big cliffhanger, but a little bit of one. Like they could have, I was interested to see where they went next after that 5th season, but unfortunately, it was canceled. And the weird thing is this is the Blu-ray. I have the first. It's only 5 seasons. I have the first 4 seasons on DVD, so I went and bought the whole thing all together. 5 seasons on Blu-ray. I'll probably sell the other 4 on like eBay or something. But this is a real, SG-1 and this one. I loved both of those. The Stargate Universe show that they did after that, I tried watching a couple of those. Just wasn't a fan of it. I'll probably end up picking it up because I just buy everything anyway. So even stuff that I just mediocre. That's how you know you have like a movie collecting problem, when you see something for sale and you're like, that movie was kind of man. You're like, I'll buy it anyway. So that's, I think, the sure sign that you have a movie, as my girlfriend says, a movie collection addiction. She says I have a problem, which is probably accurate. But yeah, that's the haul so far that I've gotten in the first couple weeks. That's just 2 weeks into January. So as you can see, this is why I decided to go ahead and split it up, because I've got a good number of stuff that's still coming in the mail. I've got some stuff I ordered off of Amazon that's still coming. I ordered some things off of Hamilton Book. If you've never heard of Hamilton Book, that's a really cool site that sells books and movies, Blu-rays, but you can find some stuff on there for really good prices. So check that one out. It's just hamiltonbook.com. No S, it's not books, just book, hamiltonbook.com. I'll leave a link below in the description so you can check that out. It's a really good site. So I've got the Hamilton Book stuff coming to Amazon, and then I've still got the horror pack for January, should be shipping out soon. So I'll have a video up on that one. I'll do a whole unboxing and we'll find out together what comes in the horror pack. So gonna have another video, I'm sure, in a week or two, probably a couple weeks, as far as the what I've got haul wise. I'll have something else, a couple unboxings. I did some unboxing videos for the 2 Spider-Mans, and I'll go ahead and I'll be sure to post those up as well, so you can check those out. So you can get a little more in depth on if you're interested in the Spider-Mans and what it looks like on the inside of those digibooks. So once again, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.